You know, when we were putting the Secret History of Marvel Comics together, there were so many surprising and fascinating aspects that just came to light. And I think one of the most interesting aspects for me was finding artwork by artists that just shocked and surprised you. I remember when I first started to see that Alex Schomburg work, that torture porn work from the Shutter Pulps in the late 30s, I was just shocked because not only were we used to Alex Schomburg just doing these lovely, timely, innocent, timely covers, but to see him doing this type of material under this type of subject matter, it was fascinating to see that jump from comics to these pulps and magazines.
Of course, Jack Kirby has the most amount of artwork in the book, in excess of 40 examples, a lot of it done with Joe Simon, who was also the pulp art editor of the detective magazines. So he was able to corral Jack to just do spot illustrations on a moment's notice. One of the biggest surprises was the amount of Bill Everett artwork that we found. I don't think anybody even knew that it existed. You know, Bill had done so much work for the Atlas war books during the Korean War, 1952, 1953, and a light sort of went off in my head is that Martin Goodman also published some war pulps at the same time, not many of them. And when I tracked them down and look inside, lo and behold, there were these double-page Bill Everett splashes, which were just immaculate and blew me away.
Yeah, and having done the Fire and Water Bill Everett book and working on the Everett archives, I had no idea that, and the Everett family had no idea that this work existed. And I think what also I found fascinating was just how many artists, not just Marvel artists from the golden age of comics, but how many artists from comic books and even non-comic books had touched Martin Goodman's publishing empire. I mean, we're talking about people like Hank Ketchum, who did Dennis the Menace. We're talking about Mort Walker, who did Beetle Bailey. And we're also talking about the whole EC crew. We're talking about like John Severin, Harry Harrison, Roy Crinkle, Al Williamson. All of them were working on these Martin Goodman magazines. Some of them had done a little bit of work for Marvel Comics of the day, but others hadn't. But here they were working for Martin Goodman in all his other publications.